Hey guys, welcome to Miko update number 2. I know this is a lot faster than I said it would be. I said I'd do like one per month, but because today is going to be her first visit to the vet, I thought it would be important to document this and share with you guys how it goes. Honestly, I'm really worried because I think the vet's going to see her and say that it's really bad already and there's not much we can do, but there's still hope, and I'm really hoping that they're gonna say we can start her on supplements or something now to kind of loosen up her joints and make sure that she isn't in too much pain in the future. So fingers crossed that it goes well. Right now she's sleeping over here. Can you see her? It's too dark, they can't see you. There we go. Hey. You ready for the vet? No? No? She's so sweet. As soon as you touch her or start talking to her, she'll start purring. Happy girl. Happy girl. You can just call her name from across the room and she'll start purring. It's so sweet. Happy girl. I'm just over at my friend's house right now on babysitting duty while she's at work, and when she gets home we're gonna head to the vet. So I will let you know what the doctor says. I'm not sure if I can film in there. I did a little bit when I had Morrow, but I didn't even ask. I just started filming. She didn't seem against it, but I'd rather just pay attention to what the doctor's saying so I can have a good conversation with her. If it doesn't seem that she's very knowledgeable about these kinds of problems, I'm going to contact a doctor who's more knowledgeable about this stuff. I'm not sure if there are any in Japan, but I will talk to our vet today and see what she thinks we should do as the first step. So yeah, I really hope this goes well. Someone suggested giving her massages to make her more comfortable and ease up, oh, bless you, ease up her joints. I wonder, I'm scared to like touch her tail because I don't know if it's in pain or not. Anyways, I'm gonna ask that to the doctor today as well, so we will see. A couple of you are asking if she has met Morrow yet. No, she has not. She needs to get all her vaccinations finished first. She shouldn't be in contact with other cats or be taken outside or anything like that until she's finished her vaccinations. And we want to let her get settled into her home here before stressing her out and introducing her tomorrow. So in the future, I'm hoping that they can be play buddies. I think that would be fun for the both of them. And I think that's kind of like a good compromise to getting another cat for Morrow at the moment, because if he didn't like her and she lived with us, he'd be stuck with her. So it's kind of like a good way to see if he gets along well with other cats, and I think it'll work out well. I have another cat in Canada, and since we're moving back there, Mara will be eventually living with her, so hopefully he can warm up to the idea of having another friend in the house. Hey. No. No. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. Ow. Come on. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Miko. Aww. She looks so scared. She's doing so well though. She didn't meow at all in the car. Miko, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey guys, so it's the next day now, and I thought I'd explain to you what the vet said. It's kind of hard for me to translate this into English since it's lots of like doctor speak, but I'll just give you the gist of what he said. So we went in there and I explained to him Miko's situation, where we got her from, the conditions she was in, and the problems that she's having with her tail, and her hind legs also seem a little stiff. and I told him that she's 2.5 months old, and that's when he said, wow, that sounds pretty bad for such a young kitten. So I was really worried, but when we took her out and he looked at her, he said that her tail does seem very stiff. Obviously, it can't move at all. It's completely stiff. But he felt her hind leg joints and like all the joints over her body, and he didn't feel a problem with the joints yet. So even though she runs really awkwardly and it looks like her back legs are having issues, he was convinced that there's nothing wrong with them. I might take her for a second opinion somewhere else just because she doesn't run like a normal kitten to me. But anyway, so I asked him to give her an x-ray so that we could see more in detail what's going on with her joints, and he did that, and he called us back in and he told us that her bones look completely normal. He showed us an x-ray of her tailbones and compared them to the tailbones of a healthy cat, and they looked pretty much identical except for the fact that her tail is pin straight and it can't move around like other cats. So he said because the bones look normal that the stiffness must be caused by the cartilage problems, which don't show up on an x-ray. So what he said is she could be in the early stages of the disease, which we thought it was. I'll put the name here, I don't know how to say it properly, but that it doesn't look like it's affected her bones yet, so it's not as bad as he was originally thinking. So I asked him if there are any supplements we could get her started on now early to slow down the progress of the cartilage problems and kind of prevent her from having any problems as long as possible, and he thought that 2.5 months was a little too young to start doing that, so he advised to maybe start around half a year. And after some research online, I saw that some people start their cats on it at about 5 months, so maybe we'll consider it around that time. But for now, he said to just keep watching her, and if she seems like she's in pain, to bring her in again. We're gonna bring her in again in 2 weeks to get her last vaccination anyways, so if anything happens between that time we can tell him and update him on the situation then. But he said the way that she's moving around, she doesn't look like she's in any pain, so that's good. Yeah, it just looks like the tail is the biggest problem. He's convinced that her legs don't have any problems. I'll post some clips of her running around and you guys let me know what you think. He said that this is a normal style of running for a kitten, and I've just never seen Maro hop on 2 hind legs like she does. It kind of looks like a rabbit. Maybe Maro's the weird one, but she just runs strangely to me, so I was worried about that. I guess that's really all he said. He recommended a book that I could purchase. I think it's like a weekly clinical magazine that's aimed at vets in Japan, but he said I could purchase it online, and there was a Scottish Fold edition in his office, and I was like, ooh, where'd you get that? And he brought up the website and showed me where I could buy it and everything, so that was really cool. So I'm gonna purchase one of those so that I have a little more idea of what's going on with her, and because Maro is also a Scottish Fold, it will be helpful for him. And yeah, that's really about all we did for her first checkup. He weighed her, and she weighs exactly 1 kilogram. He looked inside her mouth and her teeth look healthy, and that's about it. He didn't listen to her with the stethoscope or anything. I kind of wanted him to check out her breathing and heart and everything, but again, we're going back in 2 weeks, or yeah, a little less than 2 weeks now, so I'm gonna ask them to do that next time. Overall, it cost $100, so that wasn't too bad. I find the vets in Japan to be a lot cheaper, at least for visiting, like checkup costs. I don't know about surgery. I think the surgery is kind of around the same price, but for a checkup in Japan, it's usually only a couple thousand yen, which is like $20, $30, depending on what you ask them to check. And then, of course, it's more if you ask for more in-depth tests, like x-rays or blood work or anything like that. But yeah, it was only $100 for the consultation and an x-ray, so it wasn't too bad. I also asked the doctor if he knew anywhere that I could report the pet store. He seemed absolutely appalled when I told him about the conditions there, and that made me feel better just because it kind of restored my faith in people here and showed me that there are some people that care. But then his answer kind of took away all that, and he told me that there aren't very many people that are active about that kind of thing. He said it's nothing like overseas, where you can find groups that will actively try to take down pet stores, and breeders and people that aren't taking care of animals properly. He really didn't have any recommendations for me. The best he could come up with was to report it to City Hall, where the headquarters of the pet shop are located. I don't know, I'm still looking for a better solution at the moment. A big thank you to all of the people that emailed me with suggestions, and those of you who posted links in the comments. There's so many pages to go through, so I'm still in the process of doing that. But rest assured, I will find somewhere to report this pet store and breeder. So yeah, thank you for your help, I really appreciate it. So that's about it. That's all I can tell you guys for this update. I'll keep you updated if anything new happens with Miko. And I would like to give a big thank you to Michael, Timothy, and Brian for sending in donations to help with Miko's vet costs. That was very, very, very kind of you. You didn't have to do that, and it's very much appreciated by both me and my friend. And Miko, of course, so thank you for your kindness. I was really happy about that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye!